Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris. My name is Sonelias. Let's just load the end of the last save game that we basically played. Nice graphics. And there we are. Let's actually zoom out of here. So let's have a brief look at where we stand at the moment. We've recently come out of a war with the Time-Out Mandoid, as well as the Raxicodium Sovereignty, I believe. They've spread out into some of the planets I had planned to colonize, but okay, so be it. That of course doesn't mean I need to basically get myself ready to move into some other systems myself. So what I've actually done, I've sent out 2 colony ships up north here, and from there I should be able to then colonize those extra systems here. Now I will be forming a sector up here as those mature, those colonies. But of course, initially I do need to provide it with some extra boosts, inputs, and so forth. Now I did discover the homeworld of the Vultamar, so I should be able to, of course, go there. But I'm still faced here with some enemy ships first to be defeated. And my fleet itself is of decent strength, I would say, at the moment. Got a couple of nice ships in here. 4 destroyers only, so that's one of the things I do need to invest some time and effort into, expanding my fleet.
System survey.
But, one of my first bits of matter here that I'm researching is, of course, the psionic theory, which will unlock the Psi warriors. Planetary administration here can be upgraded, and this is on Earth. And what's the benefit of that? Let's have just a brief look at this one here. So I'm actually going to get a boost from 4 to 6. Going to get extra boosts in terms of output, food, energy, and so forth. But I'm also going to get some extra unity here. It's an interesting one to consider.
System survey complete.
If I look at my other colonies here, it might be worthwhile to basically invest first in getting those upgraded. So at the moment I can't upgrade this building here, but if I look at my original administrative building here, it requires 10 population, so that's one of the things I don't have at the moment yet. This one can be upgraded though. Let's say the colony I've got here, and hopefully having that upgraded should also increase my output. So still got research vessels out there which are meant to, of course, be exploring systems here. I have explored a few systems already, not everything, but let's carry on surveying these other systems here. Let's move to that one first, and shift click to basically go to the others. Let's explore their space here as well. So a nice bit of space over here still that I actually haven't done anything with. So again, giving them orders for that should hopefully help me quite nicely along. I haven't got any people migrating from here at the moment. It doesn't look like it, does it? But no one would actually knapsack over their shoulder to indicate that they are looking to move. A very geological structure of Aza number 4A is indeed in flux, driven by what Science Officer Yves Gagnon assures us is a tectonic process as fascinating as esoteric. What is of more interest to the Psychic Foundation is what we may be able to strategically halt the planet's ceaseless chaotic self-transformation, in short, a near-instant stabilization of the planet into something slightly, if not entirely, more habitable. Alright, let's first find out where it is. So if I actually look at this planet here, it's to my south, which would be greatly beneficial to me. Let's have another look at that. So that planet here. I will spend that money on it. and see what kind of good luck I will have on that. Ooh. Wow, they were successful. A narrow window of opportunity is expected to open shortly as the planet enters a particularly unstable phase of its cycle, lasting a couple of months. Eves Gagnon believes that the miniaturized explosive charges delivered to the planet's crust and strategic irradiation of the atmosphere during this time will halt ASA number 4's turbulent change and stabilize it into a form somewhat more suitable for sustained life. A special project has been issued, but we do not have much time.
Situation log
Okay, so
updated.
let's invest that time here. So let's have a look at that project. Perfect. Issue the orders for that research to take place. I do want to basically get myself an extra colony ship here. So I do want to basically build one of those here. I need 390 resources for that. I do need to basically grow that number again. You'll have to wait a little bit for that.
Special project complete.
Ah! It's now an arid planet rather than a barren planet. Cool. Cool, that's interesting. That's most definitely interesting. Okay. Have I got other systems where I still need to do some researching? I've got some items here. Let's go for that research project there. There's still a number of days left on that one. We still have alien vessels as well as an alien space station in this system here. But I don't see that there's any particular planets in there as such. I do believe I've visited those star systems. So as you can see, I can actually see the content of it, but I actually haven't got too much insight at the moment. Alright, I'm increasing the speed of the gameplay itself, just to accommodate us. Get through this a little bit faster. Our colony ship is still en route. And of course our colony cell itself here is still growing.
System
We've got a
survey
slightly
complete.
negative power output at the moment. Let's check up on the surface here. Any particular buildings I could upgrade on here would of course be useful. So here, I don't see anything at the moment that I can upgrade. So firstly, of course, we need to get that planetary administration upgraded. But let's in the meantime go to the spaceport and get that other colony ship prepared. Because I still have another planet slightly further to the east of us, which we can colonize at the moment, even though it's significantly smaller than the other systems, planets. Alright, let's go for it. Our current method of travel, of course, requires us to do jumps from system to system. I would love to be able to speed that up if we somehow can, but yeah, we don't have that means as of yet. If you look at the actual research project we're working on at the moment, you'll see that the middle one actually is the most expensive of all of them. And hopefully that will actually throw off the best fruits of our labor. Alright, there is a science vessel en route to here. Has it arrived? It has arrived. And it is now studying the debris that we still have in this system here.
Construction complete.
Cool, our governor has leveled up, which is of course great work. And on this particular planet here, we now on the surface have got better buildings. Better in terms of being able to give us output. It will help grow our colony. Or maybe I should say colonies. Right.
Research complete.
Increase that gate.
Debris
We have
analyzed.
just finished our research. Let's choose a new item on the list here. I think that would be the afterburners would be an interesting one. But I think in actual fact I am gonna go for the mining option on there. Hopefully that will give me some new resource I can actually get access to quite nicely. Okay. We're still making a loss here in terms of what we got on the planet. Sorry, in terms of the
System
energy output.
survey complete.
Cool. So we do have our science ship at our disposal once again. I do want to basically survey these other systems here. So we've temporarily disabled that jump back facility. Just telling it to actually survey all these systems here. So at least we know exactly what we're dealing with here. That should be enough orders for the moment being. If I wanted to colonize this now is significantly cheaper than before. Perfect. So let's get onto that planet here. We're standing at 4 out of 6 at the moment. Yeah, that should be fine.
Colonization in progress.
Construction ships at our disposal here as well. In the meantime, we should be able to build, of course, here a research base.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Just as I thought. Cool. Let's get this ship slightly further south. Okay, good. Now we do have 3 factions that we're dealing with at the moment. And of course our first faction here is the happiest of all of those. Let's actually have the proper look at them here. So traditional prosperity, we can actually help them with invasive xeno studies. So these guys here is human psychic superiority front. Interesting route to take. Human psychic high inquisitor. Okay. Asserting dominance. Okay. Interesting groups. Now we now do of course see that we got a negative balance here. It should be resolved in not too much time here. We've got about 4 months remaining on the actual colonization of this system here. Just going to build a mine over there, just to get the resources out of that planet there. Cool, our borders are growing, which shortly should mean that these two actually form one united front.
Colony established. System survey complete.
Cool. One of the things we should see shortly is, well, actually we probably already see it, the fact that basically these guys are not happy here because we have a Enclave
Construction
Incorporated.
complete. System survey complete.
Let's have a look at the surface here. So I want to build myself some nice buildings here. I also want to build one in terms of the energy output here. Right, fully surveyed, which is good. Oh yeah, we gave them wormhole access, didn't we? So these guys here are, in terms of how they are dealing with us, they are basically at a truce, it's what it says. Let's see what we can offer them. So let's say we offer them wormhole access for the next 30 years. I'm quite happy with that, so let's offer them that, just to appease them, get them to be a bit more friendly towards us. Okay. Right. So we are currently scanning, of course, this system here. I'm setting it back to evasive stance. So after it finishes scanning this system here, we'll at least get an indicator as to when there's a threat. At least getting a chance to jump away from there. So this is a research station we should be putting into orbit there. Another research one, and of course a mining station there.
System survey complete. Incoming transmission.
This one's got no orders, but I do want to basically move this ship back here. This one is actually within my border, so let's actually move into that system instead. Right, we have got an offer here. Actually, I don't want to cite my star charts, but thanks for the offer. Our scientist has, of course, gained a level here, which is quite useful. The power of this particular faction seems to be slowly dropping.
System survey complete.
This one here, though, is... How much would I get?
System
That
survey
would get
complete.
An extra 5. Ooh. Our scientist has died at the age of 96. The consequence of that, of course, is I need to get a new leader into here. So I need to recruit a new one here. Research speed statecraft, computing, interesting. So let's firstly go to our research here and let's actually have a look at this person here. Let's replace them. So back to the ship here. And assign this scientist here because of course she is far better at working.
Construction complete.
Alright, I'm issuing again a significant number of orders here to be able to, of course, cater for all of these things here. Looks like I've actually already scanned all of these systems here, which makes that quite interesting as such. Alright, let's move on. These systems have been scanned, have been surveyed. Production queue has, of course, moved on from here. So again, kicking up the game speed a little bit
Construction
to, of course,
complete.
get to the
System
next
survey
point.
complete.
What have we done here? We have actually completed the queue here. And of course I can actually increase my energy output here quite nicely. By assigning the relevant orders to upgrade those.
System survey complete.
As you can see, I should
Construction
upgrade
complete.
that to
Incoming
production.
transmission.
Non-aggression pact. The galaxy presents enough threats without having to worry about a war between the Psychic Foundation and the Thymoid Mandate. We suggest entering a non-aggression pact to mutual secure peace. Yep, I'm quite amicable towards that. Thymoid Mandate. there is one extra system here. Let's send the ship over here already in the meantime. Just in case. I'm not investing, as you can see, anything into the output at the moment. Sorry, output of ships, I should say, at the moment. Purely and only focusing on actually getting as much done here as I can at the moment. Okay. Let's just check what we've got on the surface here at the moment. Any people migrating at the moment? There's nothing over here. I do of course have some other bits over here that I can work with. People are not migrating from here, which is good. Typically you see them migrating from Earth. So as you will see over here, this person actually going to my relatively new colony of Roshon Prime.
System survey complete.
Let's carry on with this.
Colony established. System survey complete.
Perfect. So we have got our latest colonies in here ready. Now what I was thinking of doing, like I said earlier, I'm going to basically form these two into a sector.
Construction
So what I'm actually
complete.
going to do, I'm actually going to look at the planets and sectors, and I'm going to say create new sector. I can actually then start saying which is my core of that sector. So let's say that these three are my sector here. And then I actually want to assign a sector governor. So if I look at my leaders, I am at 11 out of the 12. So I'm actually going to be recruiting a new governor to be able to govern that particular sector. Building costs are reduced. Output, lifespan. I think the lifespan would be a useful one. So let's go for that particular leader here. Development, specific tile resources. Yep, that's quite useful. Population of 3 now. I'm letting them do their own thing really here. We are, in terms of influence, down to lower number now, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Sector settings are fine here. At the moment, I need to probably focus on the agriculture here. In terms of managing the sectors, yeah, we've got just that one sector at present, which for the moment should do fine. In terms of construction ships, I do still have a construction ship down here. I can actually close that manage sectors screen here. And actually I'm going to build that research station here around the star. The colony ship is ready, of course, to do something over here.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
This one here. Let's just check on my various different planets here. There are different buildings that I got on there. I did say earlier I wanted to basically upgrade this building. So there's no one managing that building at the moment, which is... Oh, okay, fine. Over here, this person is going to Russian number... or Russian Prime, I should probably say. Sirius. We can upgrade the mine output on there.
Research complete.
Ah. Cool. That is an interesting one. Administrative
Construction complete.
civic slot number is increased. Empire Capital Complex. I really want to get that one into place. Expertise computing, research speed is increased. Genius, research speed is increased. And leadership lifespan also, of course, helps me in terms of keeping them alive for longer, which helps me in terms of my research.
System survey complete.
So I think I've developed most everything over here now. Let's just build that research station here still, and then I think within this sector here we should be fine. Then we do have some stuff down here. Is that within my borders? Yes, it is. Good. I can actually do some research here. Research station there as well. Lots of moving around. Let's do this the other way around. Build that research station there. This one, of course, should really be getting into orbit here. So I can build that research station here. Now, I'll be calling an end to the game shortly, but I just wanted to basically issue the orders for that research station to be built. The question is, should I actually progress?
System survey complete.
I'm quite tempted, but there is of course a downside, because the more you invest in terms of colonies, the less your output of actions will be, the less your research output and so forth will be. So there are positives as well as negatives associated with a larger empire. So I guess for the moment being, I'm going to leave him where he is. Anything else I want to do at this point in time? I think the main thing I want to do now is just call it a day. So again, I'd like to say thanks again for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.